the wicked wizard poured scalding hot water over the heads of the children. Then tapped his wand. And instantly the children turned into a flock of weak little birds. However, the potion only splashed onto the left foot of the little girl. So she took advantage of the distracted wicked wizard and quietly ran out of the cave. The little girl was an only child. Her parents loved her very much, so when she was born, her mother placed a family heirloom necklace around her neck. But on her third birthday, the wicked wizard came to the village to steal children. He plucked a nose hair and placed it on the bed, turning into the little girl's appearance. He plucked another nose hair and crawled onto the little girl's neck, turning into her family heirloom necklace. The next day, the mother was awoken by the sound of the little girl crying. The once gentle little girl suddenly changed her temperament, although the mother found it a bit strange, seeing the exact same appearance as her daughter, and the family heirloom necklace she wore on her neck. The couple didn't think much of it. But since then, the girl became more and more irritable, constantly causing trouble and making a fuss at home, smashing things and creating chaos every day, bullying her parents at home, and bullying other children when she went out, especially him, a little boy named Ghoul in the village. Simply because the little boy was kind-hearted. He had been punching and kicking her since childhood. A few years passed in the blink of an eye, and now Ghoul has grown into a handsome young man. Not only is he kind-hearted, but also intelligent and capable. On that day, he went to the mountains again to help his mom gather firewood. It was time for lunch, and he found an empty space, getting ready to enjoy his meal, when a hungry little mouse suddenly crawled up next to him. Kind-hearted Ghoul divided the pancake into two, originally thinking of sharing it equally, but the little mouse was too hungry, and quickly finished its portion. Seeing this, Ghoul gave the remaining pancakes to the little mouse, while he himself remained hungry. Without having eaten, he carried the firewood for a long time. Eventually, he became too tired to walk any further. Luckily, he saw a cave ahead. So, he decided to rest inside the cave. Just as he lay down, a beautiful little girl appeared before him. Ghoul had never seen such a beautiful girl before. He was just about to go over and say hello, but the girl covered her face and started crying. Ghoul awkwardly scratched the back of his head, not knowing where he went wrong. Unexpectedly, the girl suddenly stood up, lifted her skirt, revealing a chicken foot underneath. The girl told Ghoul that her name was Galia, and she had escaped from a cave. Inside that cave lived a terrible evil wizard. Every day, he brewed a mysterious potion at home. At nightfall, he would go to nearby villages and steal children. Then, he would pour the brewed potion on their heads. With a flick of his wand, the children would instantly transform into small, helpless birds. Fortunately, that day, the potion only splashed on her left foot. It was then that she had a chance to escape from the cave. Seeing the girl crying so sadly, Girl decided to take her back to the village and help her find her family. But as soon as they reached the village entrance, the grumpy girl with a hairy nose started shouting, saying that the girl was a monster with chicken feet, and letting her into the village would bring bad luck. The villagers thought that the hairy-nosed girl made a valid point, so they joined forces and chased the girl with chicken feet out of the village. The homeless girl lay on Girl's shoulder, not knowing where to go next. At that moment, a talking mouse suddenly approached them. It not only knew about the girl's chicken feet, but also knew how to help her return to her original form. Under the guidance of the small mouse, they arrived at a narrow opening. They went through the opening. Inside is a cave filled with black, withered trees. This is the path that leads to the hideout of the evil wizard. Only by passing through the forest of withered trees can you proceed to the next stop. Looking at the thorny withered trees, both of them were at a loss. Luckily, a little mouse appeared and helped them plan the best route to navigate through. They passed through the forest and entered the second cave. What sets this cave apart from the previous one is the continuous flow of water inside. Once Gyor and the girl entered, the cave quickly filled with water. At this moment, the little mouse jumped out again and swiftly drank up all the water in the cave. They continued their journey. The third challenge was a raging fire. Fortunately, the little mouse's belly full of water came in handy, easily extinguishing all the flames within the cave. After overcoming 3 challenges, they finally arrived at the evil wizard's cave. Taking advantage of the wizard sleeping, Gyor planned to steal the staff quietly. But to his surprise, the wizard acted first, reaching out with a big hand. Gyor couldn't get the staff, and he himself was caught in the wizard's palm. Just as the wizard opened his mouth to devour Gyor, the little mouse suddenly leaped up and bit onto the wizard's big foot. Seizing the opportunity, the girl took the staff. The wizard discovered the theft of the staff and angrily threw away Gyor. He immediately chased after the girl in an attempt to retrieve the staff. At this moment, Gyor suddenly stood up. Seeing this, the girl immediately threw the staff to Gyor below. The wizard tried to grab the staff, but ended up falling straight into the brewing potion below. Taking the opportunity, Gyor tapped the staff. The wizard instantly transformed into a small bat. Panicking, he quickly fled the cave. Afterwards, they released all the birds from the cage, and, using the staff, restored them to their original forms. The chicken-footed girl's chicken feet finally returned to normal. Viewer brought them all back to the village to be reunited with their parents. The chicken-footed girl was also brought before her biological parents. At that moment, the snotty-nosed girl came out ready to throw a tantrum. Viewer took the opportunity to touch her body with the staff. The ancestral necklace on her neck instantly turned into a nose hair, and she herself turned into a small black snake. She immediately slithered away and disappeared. The staff, no longer useful, turned into a pile of ashes, disappearing completely in the wind from this world. Meanwhile, Viewer and the chicken-footed girl found a connection through this experience. They became the most admired couple in the village.